Hi, and welcome to my new series, Unpopular Opinions, where we try and convince other content creators on our unpopular opinions and try and make them popular opinions. If there's anything you want to see discussed in this series, let me know in the comments, and also let me know if you agree with us or not. In the meantime, guys, don't forget to hit like on the video, don't forget to subscribe, and I hope you enjoy the video. 4-star bots will still be relevant at HQ18. So this is actually Tex's opinion. So what do we think? What do you think, Freeze? I'm a bit like that.
I think I think this, but I say I want to hear Tex out first because I think he's gonna make some valid points. So I'd like to hear him.
Maybe. Go on, Tex.
So yeah, I've obviously had a few rough cracks at a few max HQ18 bases, and the likes. I think people don't like the concept of a 4-star bot because they hate investing in something that a better version will come out down the line. So you got to kind of get away from that mentality to just look at what a 4-star max can do. Obviously, we have a bit of a benefit, a bit of a hindsight. We can max out a few things, play around, test. But I'll tell you right now, the likes of an air raid, a rotor storm, a hound,
How about slingshot?
and slingshot, right? So we're talking about. Sorry, I
I
had to
love what
pull it
Freeze
up.
is telling you.
Hey,
But because we were talking about it, but it's true though. Like we're heading into combo land, right? And then that's a different topic as it is. But from a stats perspective, right, the 4 stars are outputting enough damage to do a massive dent into all these HQ18 defenses. I'm not saying they're one shot. You can have 5 stars that are struggling to one shot, but you got to put a couple of 4 stars together and use your brains, do a bit of math, see it for yourself. I think I've done close to 100 battles now with this mixed team that's completely different to what I'm using now at a HQ 17.5. And I don't even have no 4 stars on my current live server. And yet here I am using two 4-star bots, which is an air raid and a hound, because I'm targeting resource buildings. I'm targeting the build bots. I'm targeting mines, you know, because hounds double damage to a resource building, right? Like a lot of people are going to get stuck on this extra health on a lot of buildings, and you also want to always take out what you can from the pad so that you're not having to deal with it. Helps pathing. So whatever's clearing the path from afar to get you started and keep everyone together is great. And to the likes of a slingshot, we're talking about Micronos coming into on defense. That's a huge, huge factor. We're not talking about the healing billboards healing at 5%. We're talking about a one particular core that's going to heal at 15%, right? You are not going to really outgun that or one shot that. Because I tell you, a lot of people are going to put that on the MDS. That's what I've seen so far, and you can't. It's next to a shield generator. Good luck. But what you can do using Slingshot, we stop all that healing because we've cleared the path. We've allowed all the team fully healthy to walk up to MDS, which is now not healing, and just handle it at the high DPS rates that are great. You know, allow other bots. Maybe a twin twist or even see a 4-star twin twist is deadly. Right? We've only got one amalgamous core. Doesn't matter if it's on a 4 or a 5-star. You're going to get the same effect. So truly, I've had a lot of success with just using 4 stars, and I want to give that as a positive to people who think you need these massive 5-star tanky max teams to do well. You know, is there a difference between a top 5 war and a top 10, top 20? Of course there is, but in Prime League hard mode effects, 4-star bots are super relevant, and I like that because I don't want to see 4-star bots being made obsolete and people are just feeling this is a money game that's just 5-star or bust.
I just think that there's some bots, but there's a lot of bots that won't. I think that any one shot as a
Oh,
4-star will be totally relevant for HQ18 soon. Completely relevant. A lot of damage over time bots, even as 5-stars, are going to struggle. Never mind the 4-stars. So I think it's a. That's why I sort of put that. I think it's a niche category, but there is.
mm,
So if we're talking tracks, we're talking slingshot, then yeah, 100% I'm going that. But if we're talking Sunstreakers, we're talking Jetfires, bots like that, then I'm going that even.
Yeah. Well, let me list off the bots who I would list as 4-star worthy, and we're talking about. So obviously I mentioned Air Raid straight away, the Hound, Slingshot. So there's 3. Lop,
Don't think
Chromia,
so. Mm,
Twin Twist.
mm,
Right. Even Sentius still does a lot of output. At 67.
I don't know.
Obviously,
About that.
we've got
Hey,
Sentius?
Hoist.
can I
Hey,
can I
Hoist.
interrupt for a second?
Yeah.
What role does character shards play in this? So say we got a bot like Sentius that I'm not convinced that they're gonna make into a 5-star, and even like a acid storm or what's the slingshot, you know, who does like roughly what 1100 DPS.
So looking at just a squidge over 1100 at 67.
Right. So
And
my question is, what role does character shards play in this? Because could there be a couple of fringe 4-stars that go break into the usable category for Prime League hard mode?
If ranked up.
yeah, I think so, because you at the corporal you've added 10%, right? Or sergeant, so 5%. 5% corporal, 10% sergeant. Adding
Sergeant,
10%, adding 10% to anything is a massive boost, right? Because generally, I'd say the biggest jump in stats is 60 to 61 through the lab, and that's 9%. And think about how much you've added or needed to get a bot from 60, the resources through the lab, all that, the spark, and then all of a sudden you just add a few character shards and you boosted that thing by 10%. It's massive. I think it's going to be a massive call, but I think anything above sergeant's going to break a lot of banks.
Here's the thing though, at the minute. So, obviously in playtests we talked about this, and Fabian did say that it would, going up the ranks would increase ability damage in some way. But if you read the description, it just says 5% DPS and 5% health. It doesn't say ability damage, but it does say that by ranking them up, you get them extra powers or something, extra abilities or something, it says. If you read the description. So I don't think, personally, every rank we will get a damage increase. I think we'll get maybe like an ability 11 or a damage increase at a certain rank, maybe, or something like that. I just can't see them giving any bot 25% extra ability damage. I just can't see that.
Well,
Because you're talking then.
Yes. It's only
crazy
because
damage.
we talk about crazy damage, right? We're talking insane cost to get said crazy damage, right? I can't even fathom past sergeant right now, right? Because of how we're right. And
3
that's the
more
thing,
levels. 3 more.
right? So you want some pretty big bank for like to go hardcore and get that top rank, right? And it's very unlikely you're going to have 8 war bots at general level come. That's just, I can't even think about it for myself as a heavy spender. And it's just like, man, how's anyone going to compete, or is it worth it? We're not going to, I don't think they're going to bring out a bot and go, you know what, we're just going to make it just so we need either a G1 core, SA11, or a certain rank to make it usable. I don't think we're going to create bots at that level. I think, and if they tried, there's going to be some uproar, because that's not how we should be.
Yeah,
we
it's gonna
shouldn't.
be.
I think these shards have got to be completely balanced still, because they're totally out of reach of free to play. And so if you're creating something that's totally out of reach, and that's not, it's not that free to play will take a while. It is impossible free to play to get that
Absolutely.
rank. And if you're making bots be relevant in Prime League hard mode that are completely impossible to get free to play, I don't think the game can do that. It's a really bad path to go down. So I don't think they'll stay as they are.
So
I really don't.
I'll agree with you and say that if they bring their ranking cost down, then for sure there's not just going to be a straight 5% increase per rank.
That's what.
But we've not seen a roadmap. It's so new, we're
Yeah.
going through the hoorah we are. But basically, to get back to the point, I think for sure there are certain 4 stars. I'll give you maybe 5, 6 bots that are relevant, and a key to helping you path to get through HQ18 that you don't need a 5-star or there's no 5-star available.
So, with that, what do we think? As each, well, obviously you get a thumbs up. Have you changed your mind, Freezius? Do you agree with that still? Still thumbs up?
I actually agree with it more than I did when I first started. I mean, I think Tex made a compelling argument, and um, I think that you don't need every 4-star bot to rise up to that level. I just think you need a select few. You only got 8 bots on the team.
Yeah, I
So-
think that if the question was there are some 4-star bots, I'd be like, yeah. But I don't know. I think HQ18 is going to make more 4-star bots irrelevant than
Yes.
irrelevant than making more 4-star bots more relevant. I think that makes sense.
So you're gonna get me on a technicality by saying
Yeah, on technicality, I'm giving it a thumb sideways. Freeze, what do you think?
that's cool, man. Yeah.
What do you think, Freeze?
Yeah, I'm still staying up here because I think it's more of them that I will be able to use. I mean, because there's a lot of bots that you don't use even as 5-stars. So I say I think the
True.
dynamic stays similar to what it is currently.